1, and let's go.
Hey guys, what is up? I'm the Zombie Games, and he's Big King Kill, and we're
Sup?
your undead pair. Welcome back to another tale. Today we are going to be reacting to Thor versus Vegeta.
Thor and
Death
Vegeta have
battle.
been in death battle before, might I also point out.
Mhm.
I'm not going to be counting the DBXs because they're their own thing. In an official death battle, we've only seen Vegeta once, Thor twice. Thor against Raiden from Mortal Kombat, and he won. And Thor versus Wonder Woman from DC, and he lost. And for Vegeta, we had Vegeta versus Shadow, and Vegeta won. So now we have the God Prince of Asgard versus the Prince of all Saiyans. What a matchup. Although I think the reason why these two are against each other is because they're princes, so that's probably the similarities they have. But I don't know if Thor from the comics acts like Vegeta. And I don't even know which version of Thor they're going to be using for this, to be honest, if you think about it. Because are they going to be using comical version of Thor, like MCU version of Thor, or...
No, they're going to have to go through all... No, how Death Battle works is they go through everything that is...
No, I know, but you also have to keep in mind that with the battle, they choose, like, what model, which character to go with. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, the model.
Yeah, the model. And, like, how the character acts. You know what I mean? Like their personality. Because we know how Vegeta's going to act, and, you know, like...
I think they're going to choose MCU so only because Vegeta's cocky, so they're going to choose someone who's equally as cocky.
Yeah, I guess that does make sense, huh?
And in the beginning of the MCU phase, Thor was very cocky.
He was about to be inaugurated as fucking king, I believe. But then Loki ruined it.
No, what's it called? Yeah, because not Endgame, Infinity War.
What about it?
He became less cocky because he lost to Thanos and couldn't win.
Well, actually, technically, no. He actually could have beaten him had he went for, well, everybody knows here, the head. However, though, the reason he lost was because he snapped. Thor didn't fucking do anything while he just sat there, and then he teleported out of there using the space stone. So in Aug mentality, if you truly think about it, there was 2 ways he could have killed him. 1, going for the head. 2, after he landed on his chest, pulling the axe out and cutting his fucking head off. So...
That's another thing I don't get.
Also, we should probably start this.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah. Let's start this up. And 3, 2, 1, and go. Also, in case you guys are wondering, I'm going with Thor. He's going to go with Vegeta.
The god of thunder.
At least for now.
Vegeta,
it may change.
the prince of all Saiyans.
The sky shakes when they appear, and the earth trembles when they approach. No world can contain the power of these 2 gods of war.
Or their egos. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
You got that right.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh, they went with 8-bit. But I have heard that they actually got a returning actor for Vegeta, which I'm so happy about.
You look up to the sky and pray for mercy, because Thor is angry.
Well, you would have if you were a Viking. Nowadays, we don't have time for myths and legends.
Oh, don't we? For in the modern mythology of Marvel Comics, the Norse god of thunder was reborn.
And I'd wager this Thor is a hell of an upgrade.
The son of the All-Father Odin, Thor lived the life of a
the greatest foe, Noob Master 69.
Magical foe for thousands of years.
That is, until he got a little too big for his britches.
He still doesn't know who that is.
Teach him a lesson about humility and compassion.
Endgame reference for all you guys who haven't watched it yet.
To the worst place in the universe. New York.
I'm not putting the spoiler warning because that movie's like 3 years
Thor's
old,
guardian
so,
body is
if you haven't seen
immensely
it,
durable, immune to disease, and capable of healing far faster than any mortal man.
He's also the literal god of strength. We're talking lifting a planet-sized serpent strong, knocking out the Phoenix Force strong, arm wrestling with Hercules and almost throwing the Earth out of orbit strong.
Notably, he was once blasted with a graviton bomb, which subjected him to the gravity of a neutron star. That's over 200 billion times greater than Earth's gravity.
And he's got the stamina to match. Nice. Able to fight for 40 days and 40 nights without stopping.
And what better weapon for the god of storms to wield than a sentient cosmic storm? Eons ago, the almighty god Tempest rampaged through the universe. It arrived in Asgard, and after a pitched battle, Odin managed to trap it within a block of the magical ore Uru that he would forge into his son's hammer, Mjolnir.
Oh, what more can be said about this beautiful thing? Forged in the heart of a dying star that went supernova and killed the dinosaurs, Mjolnir is maybe my favorite thing ever. He can channel bolts of lightning, manipulate the weather, open portals to other dimensions, and absorb and redirect energy attacks. Or just suck it out of your body against your will, like with this radiation dude. The presence. Not gonna be present for much longer, but
I never. What about Godbreaker?
The power of the
Stormbreaker.
Which would have killed every deity in existence across
isn't that armor,
and space.
axe technically stronger than Mjolnir?
Mjolnir can transmute the elements, turn Thor invisible and intangible, let him travel through time, and even bring people back to life. And if Thor wants to fly, all he has to do is take it for a spin. Literally, he throws that motherfucker as hard as he can and holds on for dear life.
And when he does, it flies fast enough to cross the entire galaxy in seconds.
Only one problem. It's a little teeny. Unlike Thor's big-ass Yarnbjorn, it's sharp enough to
is that what it was called?
armor, and it's unbreakable.
I guess in North mythology that's what it's called.
I guess so. They must have changed the name in the MCU.
Have a galaxy storm inside.
Maybe they changed the MCU to make it easier to say.
Shit, look, Wiz. I'm worthy.
No, you're not. There's no enchantment on the axe.
Well, then what the hell am I gonna do with this?
But should he face an enemy beyond the likes of even his world-shattering strength?
I just realized
Thor
something.
can
Wouldn't
harness
Vegeta
his
technically be
inherent
worthy of
godly
ruling
power
Mjolnir?
into
Because
one
with Super Saiyan, you have to be
attack.
your
The
heart,
God
technically speaking.
God is right. Even Galactus,
so wouldn't
the power
Vegeta
of
be
worlds,
technically
shit
allowed
his
to
pants
wield
and
it?
bounced at the sight of such an awesome attack. Jesus, even the
I'm just
Avengers
kinda
seem pretty
curious
small
about that.
potatoes compared to this guy. Why do
I guess
you
we'll have to see what they
bother
say
with
about
that?
Vegeta.
Because not every problem can be solved by hitting it really hard.
Bullshit.
That was the point of Odin's lesson, to force his headstrong son to
I
confront
want
the
a
world more complex
four-cross.
and nuanced than his
Screw
millennia
this
of
thing.
battle had prepared him for. Thor had to be more than a warrior, he had to be a hero.
king.
He's battled Thanos, the Silver Surfer, and even the Sentry.
The Sentry is strong enough to contend with the World Breaker Hulk, a being strong enough to destroy the Marvel Universe over 100 times
As
over.
a but Broly won that last I checked.
Who can fight
Last
within
I
the
checked,
span
Broly
of
kicked his
plank
ass.
time?
Well,
That's like the tiniest
Thor's
amount
technically
of
the
time
strongest
that we can
Avenger,
imagine.
so
There are as
we
many
should actually
planks
build.
in
We
a
might be able to
second
see
as
maybe
there are
vehicle
grains
power.
of sand on Earth.
Plus, even then,
when
power
I
doesn't
say
always
Earth,
everything.
I meant
They could always
10
find a new way
billion,
to build one.
billion Earths.
Thor has tanked disintegration beams trying to tear apart his atoms one by one, survived Mephisto
So I
trying
guess
to
they're not gonna
consume
include
his soul,
Stormbreaker's power,
and even
'cause I
withstood a
guess
temporal rift that aged
Guess so.
normal people to dust.
Oh, he's a hard bastard to kill, and even nastier when
I
he
think
loses
what it
his
is
temper.
is
By
Mjolnir
entering a state known
stronger,
as
but
Warrior's
Stormbreaker's
Madness,
more durable.
Thor commits an
Do you think so?
unpardonable sin in
That's what I
Asgardian
think,
society,
because
and
Warner was
willingly
able to break, but
sacrifices his
Stormbreaker's
sanity
just
for
more
a
durable,
tenfold
but
increase
it's not
in
as
power.
strong.
Yeah,
It doesn't have as
despite
many
being a
abilities
really
or
sweet
hacks
lunk
as
that talks like
Mjolnir.
he's in Masterpiece
Yeah.
Theater and dresses like he's in
think
What's
so.
Opera, Doc, Thor has struggled with being worthy of his father's legacy and throne. But no matter what unbelievable shit Marvel throws at him, Thor always rises to the occasion. Take the time this big machine called the World
I
Engine
love that.
was
I love
controlling
that thing. That was
Yggdrasil,
amazing.
the world tree that connects 10 universe-sized realms.
The World Engine's purpose was to mechanically trick Yggdrasil into disrupting the natural flow of Ragnarok,
Oh.
the end of the world.
So Thor just pushed it and literally reversed the flow of fate. That's right, he outmuscled a giant multiversal tree and prevented Armageddon. Not a bad Saturday.
And he'd go a step further and defeat the mysterious elder gods that manipulated the cycle of Ragnarok in the first place, ending it forever. So perhaps now when you look up at the thundering sky, you won't fear the god's capricious wrath.
Because you'll know it's just Thor, the god of thunder, kicking ass and saving the day.
Nice. Alright.
Planet Vegeta,
Vegeta?
home to
Yeah.
the bloodthirsty warrior race known as the Saiyans,
Let's see what Vegeta
and
got.
named for their mighty leader, King Vegeta. Noting the Saiyans' proficiency in genocide, the alien emperor King Cold and his son Frieza contracted them to be their personal hit squad, conquering worlds in their name.
But when Frieza felt these monkeys were getting
I will
bit
say,
too
actually, when it
uppity
comes
for
to
their own
training,
good,
I
he
think
nuked them in
Vegeta's
their
probably
whole
trained
planet.
more.
The
I feel like at least more
king was
intensely
dead,
than Thor.
leaving his young son,
He had to
the Prince
train
Vegeta,
more.
alone.
Thor's just
Burning
naturally
with a
gifted.
grudge
Thor never
against
really had
Frieza
trained
for
in his life,
wounding his
really.
ancestral pride,
Then who knows? I
Vegeta
guess we'll see.
awaited the moment he could extract his revenge.
Likes Bulma, his children, karaoke, and pink shirts. Just like Frieza losing to Kakarot and Tien. That's a fucking callback from fucking the Bridge right there, because he hates Tien in the Abridged series.
Making his natural physiology significantly stronger and more durable than a human's.
As in making the whole freaking
Yeah, not even fucking,
just
he
by
could
throwing
10
hands.
times.
And like all
It's fucking
Saiyans,
hilarious.
Vegeta can harness his ki, or inner life force, as a physical energy to make him even stronger, faster, and tougher than that.
Or literally shoot it
they
at your
screwed over
opponent
ego,
to
though,
blow him to
'cause it's
kingdom
canon.
come.
It is canon.
Vegeta
It is
can
canon.
point and
So we'll
click
see,
a
I guess.
planet
I
out
don't
of
know.
existence with his soul.
Because they didn't say he
And that's
was
hardcore.
trained by
He can
Lord
use ki to
Vader.
fly at faster
Yeah.
than light speeds, slice you to pieces
He was
with
trained
an
by
energy
Whis,
blade,
Beerus,
and hold you in place
and
with energy rings.
So, let's be real. Vegeta's favorite attacks can be
Himself.
summed up with Big Ass Laser. He's got the purple Big Ass Laser, two-handed Big Ass Laser,
Final Flash,
rapid fire Big Ass
Beam,
Laser, exploding
Galley
ball
Gun,
Big Ass Laser,
Big
and
Bang Attack,
fucking omnidirectional
and Final
your
Explosion.
ass's grass Big Ass
Although
Laser.
he can survive
Though
that
I
now,
gotta
so if he
say
uses that
my
against
favorite
Thor,
is the
it might build a
mouth
damage
wide open
possibly.
vomit Big Ass Laser.
Well, I guess
Though
when
that's
he
more
used
of
it
a
against
nap
Top, it
thing.
didn't kill him. Although it
like
wasn't
this.
supposed to, but...
Impressive key mastery, Boomstick.
It hurts when I breathe.
Vegeta's most terrifying ability, however, is
Spirit
the
control,
one inherent
instant
to his
transmission,
Saiyan
spirit vision, and
biology.
fusion.
Whenever a Saiyan
Wait,
survives
he
a
doesn't
life
have
struggle,
instant
their power
transmission.
increases exponentially.
Yeah, he does. Didn't he learn
That's
it in
what
the fucking
Frieza
manga?
was so terrified of.
No,
The
in the
Saiyan's
manga he learned
infinite
spirit vision over
evolutionary
instant transmission because
potential.
he
So
didn't
it's
copy
no wonder
Kakarot.
Vegeta
Oh,
eventually
then,
toppled the
yeah,
alien
if
tyrant
Vegeta
with
wins
the
because
help
of that, then
another
I'm gonna call BS on
surviving
this.
Saiyan, Kakarot.
And with
I
Frieza's
think he
defeat at
learned
the
it-
hands
I
of
think
this
he learned it, but
Earthbound
he
Super
doesn't use
Saiyan,
it.
Vegeta had
think so?
a new rival and a new
No,
goal.
he learned it, but I don't think he
Blonde.
ever uses
No
it
battle
because he's not
required.
copy
Vegeta can
Kakarot.
harness
I
the
guess so.
rage of his Saiyan heritage and transform into a Super Saiyan 2 and a Super Saiyan 2.
But try as he might, Vegeta struggled to keep up with Goku's ever-increasing power.
I guess it doesn't help that Veggie is maybe the single cockiest bastard to ever have existed. Yeah, sure,
Yeah, he's
dude. Let
cocky.
Cell become perfect.
Forget it.
Nah, we'll be fine. Hope your spine is doing all right. Dumbass.
Though Vegeta
Hope your
did
spine
manage
is
to
doing all
accomplish
right.
something even Goku couldn't do on his own, becoming
A god.
Once he and Goku
Yep.
met the god of destruction, Beerus, they had a whole new lineup of martial artists to conquer, with some angelic training to boot.
With Spirit Fission, Vegeta can forcibly absorb an opponent's ki with every strike.
And he
Yep.
even learned Goku's patented instant transmission, allowing him
Oh,
to teleport
I guess he did.
huge
I guess he does
distances.
use it. Holy
But most
fuck.
important,
Holy shit!
with God Ki, he can go even further
That's a
beyond
spoiler?
and become
Fuck
a
me.
Super Saiyan God. A Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan,
And a Super Saiyan
God,
Royal
Super
Blue.
Saiyan evolved.
His
Wait,
power
yeah?
got
If they
completely
included that from a
insane.
manga,
The dude
so,
was strong enough to destroy the
Defeated
realm of
Semi-Perfect
spirit
Cell,
and
Frost,
time,
Golden, Frieza, and Toppo,
entirely
scales to
separate
Goku and Beerus,
dimension.
universe, soul
Just
busting
like
power,
Power
trained under hundreds
Rangers.
of
When
times
Goku
of Earth's
fought
gravity,
Beerus,
held his own
he
against
nearly
Kid Buu for
destroyed
several
the
minutes, destroyed
universe.
planet
That was
Aurelia
the very
effortlessly,
first time he
outmaneuvered
ever
Frieza
went
and his
Super
force
Saiyan
dynamic,
God.
and crushed
Considering
Goku
we
in the first
measured
fight.
Dragon Ball's Universe 7 to be up to 13 times bigger than our own.
That's determined
He'd
to
be
him, Beerus
punching
was
with
the
that
boss,
much more energy to bust it. And since the
So they're not-
shockwaves
so
of
they're
their
not
punches
including,
traveled across the universe
Ultra
in
Ego?
seconds,
No,
Goku
no,
would have
they
had
might.
to be
Let's see.
punching that fast too.
And
Because
that's
they
not
don't, that
accounting
is
for
canon,
Vegeta's
and he
training
has
with
it.
various
Wait, wait,
exponential
and he's mastered it.
transformations. When an amount of power is measured by how many universes it can destroy,
never mind.
that
I
power
thought they were gonna bring it
itself
up now.
becomes
What the hell? Come on, bring it up.
incomprehensible.
Oh, we're
Bring up
not
Ultra
done.
Ego. Ultra
We
Ego
is so
can
cool.
tap into the same monstrous energy Beerus has,
Yes,
destruction
yes.
energy. And
Yes.
when he does, he can perform Hakai and
Ultra
erase your
Ego.
ass from existence entirely. It erases you physically, spiritually, and even temporally. As in, it wipes you from
Yup.
time itself.
Such is the might of a god of destruction. For when Vegeta wants
Yup.
to go one step beyond, he seizes that very power. He becomes a warrior fueled only by lust for battle. He becomes Ultra Ego.
If Vegeta's head wasn't
Yes.
big enough before, his Widow's Peak probably has its own zip code by now.
As the offensive counterpart to Goku's Ultra Instinct, Ultra Ego Vegeta is a veritable juggernaut, able to absorb any hits that come his way and return them even stronger.
It's
Damn.
wild this guy has a Napoleon complex. He's one of the biggest
Then
badasses
it'll come down
ever
to this.
exist.
In a
Will
way,
Thor be
failing
stronger
to
than
beat Goku
Vegeta?
was probably
That's
the
all
best
that it will
thing
come down
for
to
him.
at this point.
If
It's really
Vegeta's
a
whole
battle
life was
like
spent
this point.
rebelling
This is pretty
against
much a
the
battle of power
humiliation
and
of his
strength.
race, trying to prove his worth
Who's
by
stronger,
being
the Prince of
best.
Saiyans or the Prince
By
God?
contrast, Goku's
Or the God
self-improvement
Prince.
was never
That makes
stunted
sense.
by his ego and insecurities. In realizing that, Vegeta became
Yeah, but
more
Mjolnir
than a
got destroyed
fighter,
easily,
but a
so I'm
husband
pretty sure
and a
Vegeta could
father
destroy it
as
if he
well,
wanted to.
willing to
Maybe.
sacrifice
Plus,
himself
he does have
for
the
what
Kai.
mattered most.
And Vegeta got a
But
taste
I
of
don't
it
think-
himself when
but
he
I
hooked
think
up
if he
with
just-
Bulma for
well,
some Super
maybe, I don't
Saiyan
know.
60 time. Getting to beat Frieza's golden ass probably didn't hurt either. He may not always win, but he'll never be put down for long. So be sure to
And he'll never
practice
give
your
up.
groveling,
I
because
will say
this
that
is
much.
one prince you don't want
I
to
want to see how
piss
this
off.
battle starts.
Huh?
I wonder how this battle
This show is
starts.
sponsored
Probably
by
exactly how
BetterHelp.
you'd expect if I had to guess.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Thor pissing off Vegeta for something. Or something, if I had to guess. Go to 1334. Okay, after everything you just heard, who do you think is going to win?
Vegeta.
Okay. I'm honestly still going to go with Thor just because of the fact that I don't think that with the type of, like, gravity that Thor had to endure, I think it's way more better than the type of gravity that Vegeta had to endure. And that's not what I'm all basing it on. I think based on the power that Thor wields, Vegeta might not be able to grasp onto its spirit vision.
Yeah, but not just spirit vision, everything. He has spirit vision. I now know he has instant transmission.
I know, but when it
which is
comes
a
to spirit vision,
attack.
he's able to attack people and steal their energy, meaning that he'll be able
And he
to...
also has ultra ego.
But I'm going to go with Thor. I honestly think Thor's got this.
Mm-hmm.
So, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start this up in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Death battle!
Oh boy.
You. Okay. This shows the more comic accurate Thor.
Oh there, mighty warrior. What business
That's definitely
hast thou
comical.
upon
That's
earth?
comical.
Throw that hammer at me again.
Yeah, yes!
Business will be polishing my gloves upon your face.
Yes! I'm still going with Thor, but I love that they got the actor for Team 4-Star Vegeta for
That
this.
count.
I love the music. Oh my god.
You're gonna realize this is Vegeta in his face.
You damnable cur. Thou fightst well for a mortal. Alas, you face a god.
Oh shit!
I have evolved beyond gods.
Ooh!
You just get straight to Super Saiyan Blue.
Super Saiyan Royal Blue. The blue is different than regular blue.
You skip straight to that.
You can burn in hell. Big Bang attack!
Okay, Thor. Come on. Yeah, I kind of thought that.
Yes.
Oh! Holy shit! Yeah, but Thor hasn't even brought out any sort of power-up, though. That's the fucked up part about
Yeah, Thor
this.
doesn't have much power up though.
Tell me, does a god such as yourself feel fear?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Thor, come on!
No, Vegeta. Come on. Vegeta, kick his ass.
No, see, look, Thor's fucking getting his ass kicked. Now Thor's gonna win, for sure.
No, well, you won't see. Vegeta's like pulling out of his ass. He hasn't even used Force Spear yet.
No, I don't know.
No fear, only fucker.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, now Thor has pulled
Now
out
the
his
fight
full
begins.
power.
Come on, Thor. Beat him!
Come on, Vegeta. Get away from me.
Come on!
All you will feel is oblivion!
Come on!
No, Vegeta's gonna win. Vegeta takes the cake, see? See? Instant transmission.
What? No way! Please! Did he win? No, please tell me. Yes! Told ya!
There, right? You don't know. He still has a Kai.
Always aim for the head.
Yep. Thought so. I thought so.
That's what they have to say, at least.
Oh, I get it. Thor won because he's a natural blonde.
Despite Vegeta's immense power and tenacity, the God of Thunder had him outmatched in several key areas.
First off, the big one, who was stronger.
Despite being
What?
up against the God of Strength, Vegeta actually matched up pretty closely with Thor. Both could output power far in excess of destroying a single universe.
It's always tough to get an exact number for Dragon Ball Super's most powerful characters, but we can combine the size of Universe 7 with multipliers from Vegeta's transformations to get a rough estimate.
It's important to note that Ultra Ego's power boost has never been stated, but we do know that Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta were roughly even in power. When Goku applied a Kaioken times 20 boost to fight Jiren, Vegeta kept up after going Blue Evolved, implying that both increases in power are roughly the same increase. Similarly, Blue Vegeta matched
This
base
is not
Top
fair
and needed
because,
Blue Evolved to keep up with Top's God of
we don't know
Destruction
Ultra Ego's
form, which is
full,
extremely
extent.
similar to Ultra Ego in
Yeah,
form
wait,
and
yeah,
purpose.
they literally
Given
just
this
stated
is
that they don't know the
best
full
current
extent of
example
it, so that means they
a
need to bring this
form
up again
akin
at some
to
point.
Ultra Ego. We can assume that Ultra Ego's boost in power, at least initially, could be extremely similar in terms of a percentage increase, making
Also,
Ultra
can you
Ego's
just use-
original state
Oh, wait, no,
about
they'll
20
probably
times more
match that.
powerful than Blue Evolved.
Making
With
that.
that in mind, Vegeta at his peak could destroy a universe roughly 260,000 times over.
And Thor was pretty close to that. Taking a look at the Marvel Universe's
Wait,
size,
wait,
which has
wait,
a
but
radius
wasn't
of at
Vegeta
least
able
a
to fight
trillion light
Broly?
years, as well as scaling to the world
In the
record
movie?
Hulk, Thor
Who could
ended up
destroy
being
universe
about 10
millions of times?
stronger.
Not terribly different, and it's definitely
Exactly.
possible.
Wait,
to
hold up,
Vegeta
yeah,
because during
this
the
is-
fight
this
match
is,
But even if he was stronger,
I don't know about
it
this.
wasn't the only thing that
Vegeta should've
mattered.
won.
Ultra Ego's damage absorption.
Well, no,
can
let's see
only
what
do
else
so
has to say.
much
They have
against
pluses
an
and
opponent
minuses.
like
Let's see what
Thor.
they say for
Vegeta
him.
may have trained as a warrior from birth, but Thor has been fighting for millennia against a much wider variety of foes, allowing him to adapt to Vegeta fairly easily.
And the fact that Thor was way faster gave him a lot of leeway to use that
Well,
extra
I think
combat
like
experience.
Vegeta can make up for it with
Applying Vegeta's
instant
transformation
transmission.
multipliers to the shockwaves from Goku and Beerus's punches, Vegeta should be able to fight at nearly 300 quintillion times the speed of light.
But scaling to Ares, moving within plague time, Thor would be over 70 quadrillion times faster.
More than fast enough to avoid Vegeta's key attacks, and even more importantly, absorb all of them with Mjolnir. This alone could shut down all of Vegeta's ranged attacks.
Sure, Veggie could absorb it back with Spirit Vision, but he'd have to hit Thor first. And with that much of a speed difference, that's easier said than done. And since Thor can just will the energy out of somebody, he could just
What?
take it right back. And then some.
Even without absorption, Vegeta's key reserves are not infinite, and many of his battles have ended with him at low energy. He was exhausted by the end of the Tournament of Power, which lasted
kept
about
going.
1 hour in total.
Meanwhile, Thor fought an army for over a month straight.
Theoretically, Vegeta could have ended the fight immediately with Hakai, if not for the fact that Thor has resisted existence erasure before, including physically, spiritually, and temporally.
Meanwhile,
Well, those
Vegeta
are different.
had no way to match the God Blast.
Those are
which
way
could have
different than
killed friggin'
Hakai.
Galactus. And that guy is
Zamasu, who is a god that's,
with
like, even,
just
like,
as a side
I
effect
don't
of his
know.
battles. That's a
Like, I
level of
agree.
power
I mean, I don't
beyond
know.
anything
I mean,
we've
I
seen
feel
in
like Thor
Dragon Ball
should have
yet,
won, but at the same
let
time, with
alone
what they're
Vegeta.
explaining, I feel like
Vegeta was
Vegeta
never
should have
going
won.
to go down easy,
No,
but
Vegeta
Thor's
should've
raw
won.
power,
End
speed,
discussion.
and devastating godly abilities were too much.
But I gotta
for
say, though, the raw lines
Saiyan.
that they had Vegeta say were
Vegeta
fucking
nearly
amazing.
won until Thor blew his mind.
You might say
Does a
that
god
one
like
was
yourself
kind of
experience
terrible.
fear?
Ah.
That's
You don't
fucking
do
amazing.
puns. We've talked about this.
Aw.
My thing.
Well, the winner is Thor.
Okay, but who's next now?
Thank you for watching.
Okay,
Stay
who's
tuned.
next?
We'll be jumping
Yeah.
into the next
Yeah.
matchup
Someone
next
cool.
week. But you can
Someone
always get
cool.
more Death Battle
Yeah.
right now by clicking one of those boxes right over there and by downloading the battle music linked down below.
Omni-Man? Yeah, what?
Yes, I fucking called this fight
Omni-Man
legitimately.
versus Homelander.
I literally
Let's go.
fucking told you that
Let's
this
go.
fight was gonna happen. Awesome. I
No,
cannot
no,
wait. You wanna know
that's
why?
great.
You wanna know why? Because it
Fine.
doesn't matter who fucking wins. At the very least, two fucking assholes will die. One of the assholes will die, which I am very glad to see. Trust me. But the only problem is that which asshole deserves to die.
Why does either one of them decide to die?
Let's be more specific about this. Who's more powerful, Homelander or Omni-Man? Because at this point, both of them are superpowered beings. But I feel like, actually, I think I might know who wins.
Oh.
Homelander. The reason why I say that is
Homelander is because isn't Homelander stated to be the same
the same wavelength as Superman
without any weaknesses?
Exactly, and also another thing is that in the very first episode of Invincible, when Omni-Man was fighting the heroes, like the first heroes, he was actually damaged. By the fight, he was exhausted. And that wasn't against Homelander. So...
Yeah, Homelander is stated to be Superman, but with no weaknesses.
So... I'm kind of wondering how Omni-Man's going to pull this one off. But nonetheless, though, that fight was incredible. Although I will say, though, I feel like with how they scaled Vegeta, again, with how they scale... Because this is what I was afraid of when it came to Dragon Ball, is how they were going to scale Vegeta. Which... They used scalements from the Tournament of Power. Why didn't they use scalements from the manga?
Yeah, and you know,
because weren't they stronger in the manga than they were in the fucking Tournament of Power?
Slightly, yeah, but you and I can't stand either.
Then yeah, if they were fucking stronger in the manga, then why add them? Why not add them? They're fucking... Because I even read a comment in fucking, in the Super Broly, like, against, like, Broly versus Hulk, I read a comment that said that apparently the versions of Broly, like, Thor and Goku that they used to compare Broly to in that fight was apparently weaker versions of them. Meaning that they didn't even use the Moro Arc ones, and the Moro Arc is over. Meaning Vegeta is probably even more powerful than he was in fucking...
No, and you know that's just BS.
So, I'm gonna call a tiny bit BS on this, just because Vegeta wasn't at, like, his actual legitimate extent of power.
There's another reason why it's BS, do you want to know why?
Why?
It did not say with ease he beat the person who, was equivalent to World Breaker Hulk.
Yeah, he didn't say they beat him with ease.
If he could say he beat him with ease, that I can understand, but no.
Plus, also, I want to point out with the fact that with, like, how after an hour of fighting, I will say that after when Vegeta used the final explosion, he still used Royal Blue to fight Jiren, even if it was for, like, a minute or two in real time. That means that even after he was extremely exhausted, he would still keep going. With Royal Blue, meaning even if he was exhausted, he would have kept fighting with Ultra Ego. And plus, I will say, I think Vegeta would honestly be powerful enough to probably destroy that hammer, I feel like. And I think he would honestly be worthy enough to wield it. Because with Super Saiyan, don't you need to be, like, Justice of Heart or whatever?
Basically...
And isn't Captain America literally the same thing?
You have to be more pure of... The more pure... Basically, it's not that. It's just ever more pure of heart, easier to obtain Super Saiyan. That's why Goten and Trunks obtained it in literally like a day or two.
Because they were... Oh, yeah,
because
that
they're
makes
so
sense.
pure of heart, they're innocent, they're children, they're pure of heart. That's why Pam's probably going to get it super easy, because she is pure of heart. Anyone who is pure of heart, or more pure of heart, is going to get it easier. So that's why Goku got it before Vegeta, because he's more pure of heart.
And why it took Vegeta 3 years.
From his bloodline too. But no, why I find it bullshit is the character they scaled Thor to was a character who was slightly stronger than World Breaker Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Yet Broly is way stronger than World Breaker Hulk, and Vegeta held his own for a while against Broly until, of course, you know, they had to feast and whatnot.
Yeah, of course. Because, of course, when they reached the point of the Super Saiyan, that was the point where Super Saiyan Blue obviously wasn't going to help until Fusion was in the picture. And hell, I will even point out that if Broly in that movie was a million times more powerful and Gogeta was even more powerful than that, how much more powerful were Goku and Vegeta on their own in the Moro arc and in the fucking Granola arc?
Because you gotta realize, we're up to the Granola arc now, and the Moro arc's over, so... And as we know, by the end of the Moro arc, the Vegeta had already learned Force Spirit Vision by then. In instant transmission, I believe.
Yeah. But I guess I mean, regardless of that, I think the battle was definitely amazing with some great fucking, like, it was definitely one of my favorite fights, not because of the outcomes I feel like it would have been better had they given Vegeta a less gruesome death. Crushing his head kind of seemed a bit much for me. Just because, everybody, because I know it's Death Battle, and Death Battle are going to give deaths that are brutal. We've seen plenty of brutal deaths on loved characters, but I don't know. I just feel like with that, they could have just done, like, a thing where he just, like, destroyed him entirely or something like that. Like disintegration, just like how Dragon Ball always does it.
Yep.
Just saying. But that was a good fight, though. And that was a good video. And I can't wait for the next Death Battle. For Omni-Man versus Homelander. Because I honestly cannot wait to see what Omni-Man could do to Homelander.
I'm already calling it. It's Homelander only because Homelander has been stated to be literally Superman.
Yeah, and while Omni-Man has literally been seen to get damaged. Weakness. And while Omni-Man has literally been seen to get damaged by people who are even less so than Homelander.
I know they wouldn't go this way.
But
I know they wouldn't go this way with the Death Battle coming up. But if it's a battle of pure assholes, Homelander is still more of an asshole than Omni-Man. The most asshole thing Omni-Man did, besides trying to destroy, like, all the Earth, was beat his son to a pulp. Homelander, what he did in a video I saw, is he, met one of his fans was, like, super proud to meet him, right? And he had powers, right?
Yeah.
He, like, super hearing. So what Homelander did is clap his ears. He said, "Come here." And started talking to the guy and then clapped his ears so hard, he bled to death, basically. He bled and his ears were in pain.
Oh, jeez.
Because he has supersonic hearing.
Oh, jeez.
Someone was so excited to meet him and all he does is... And he's on the pain crying as some girl is just looking at him like, what the fuck? But, yeah. Well, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys.
Please like and subscribe and come back for another tale.
Yep, see ya. Oh, wait, whoops. What? Did not mean to do that.